Morning! Good morning! Today, we're on our way to go and hoof trim some cows. Shocker! Wish us luck!
And I won't let it rush when I see you dance, and the moment comes when I fall and time goes slow. I fall into you.
Bye, love you! We're not going far today, just to brother-in-law Mark's. Oh. It's not rained here in Scotland for about 3 weeks, which is really strange. It's normally about 3 hours before it rains each time, isn't it?
Or snows.
Or hail, or wind. So Mark is my brother-in-law. You guys probably know him because he has been on the channel quite a few times and he's an awesome guy. Just don't tell him I said. We've got about 30 cows to trim, so let's get there, get set up and hash on. And just like that, we're here. Except we don't have the crush on, so we need to pick that up first, if it's still here. Which it is. Happy days. And then get into position. No, Craig, not that position. So we were just round the corner from this farm yesterday morning. So instead of taking the crush all the way home, we figured just rub it off at this farm and pick it up today. Did anybody see my Instagram when they saw this? Whoops. Give it a good screw.
Left a bit, right up, aye, straight back. Go up.
Might as well get changed just now as well, eh? That's better. See if it works for you.
How do I do it?
Just, I don't know, just jump up, give it a wee twirl about, a shake or something like that, and snap your fingers. That's how.
Cool!
See, it worked! How easy is that? I'm doing that every day, much quicker. Donut, you forgot your hat. That's fair. Hiya, boys! What does this think it is with the earphones in? So things work a little differently at this farm. Because there are so many farms, because the person who owns this place actually buys in a lot of cows, we treat cows, which can be very lame, we try to get them back to health as quickly as we possibly can, but we also treat some of the cows that they milk here, and usually their feet are pretty good. It's the ones they buy in that need the more dramatic treatment. Right, let's take a look at her front right foot. She's clearly really sore on it. See how she throws her head up in the air? Cows, just like humans, if they have a sore spot, they try to alleviate the pain themselves by not putting weight on it. Because she's got a sore front foot, she's throwing her head back up in the air, try and make sure that there's not as much pain going through that foot. Anyway, enough talk, let's get her in the crush and see what's wrong with that front right foot. Go on. Come on, on you go. Go on, that's it, on you go. This was the sore foot, and straight away we can see that it's overgrown. So the angle of that far away claw is more acute than this claw here. In other words, it's lying back. So that in itself would cause a problem. But I'm pretty certain it's something far more serious than that, because she really is showing quite a lot of pain, and something like that would only start to cause the problem. But maybe the issue is more serious because of that. Nothing major to see so far. I actually thought whatever was wrong with this cow would be really obvious when we first picked up her foot. I was wrong, but I do have a suspicion what is causing so much pain. And
I look down at what he wrote. It said, son, when you grow up you'll be fine. I know you've got questions on your mind. Life is gonna happen one way or the other, whether you like it or not. Stop looking for the answers and you'll find
This is pigmentation. It's not a problem of any sort. Okay, there's nothing obvious. There's a bit of cracking around here, so we're going to reduce the height of this just to alleviate the pressure there. And we can search in here. This isn't a problem. And there's a route for Slurry to get out, so we don't need to bother with this. It doesn't look pretty, but it's working for her. Okay, so now that we've removed that, we've unveiled this cracking, and while these don't look like a problem, this definitely does look like it's a problem. Oh. Okay, so there's a pocket of pus and infection in there. You can see it all oozing out. It's not good. These are still TP blocks and they're nice and thick, but the reason they're that colour is they're biodegradable and they're awesome because of it. Really, really like these blocks. They smell like marshmallows when you heat them up too. These types of problems are incredibly painful for the cow. That abscess is causing pressure on the inside of the hoof capsule, which is squashing and squeezing the flesh inside the hoof horn itself. So you can imagine the relief this cow had the second we burst the abscess. And that block is really going to top it off. I have high hopes for this cow and I'm really keen to see how she's walking in about an hour's time. But you guys can see that in a couple of minutes time because it's at the end of this video. So because we're putting that block on, it's taking all of the weight off this foot, so although this isn't causing a problem, I'm going to get rid of it just so that it grows in nicely next time. She doesn't need it to bear the weight on just now because of that block, so we can do that. Because this is really open, we are going to wrap it with paste. I really want this to heal completely. Actually needs good contact with iodine to make sure it does heal. And we'll fill it with Embryonics magical paste, and we don't need much because it's only small. Again, I know I'm going on about it, but the wrap isn't here to keep it clean because we can't keep it clean in this environment. It's there to keep the product in contact with the lesion for a good amount of time. And that will allow her to heal properly. There are a number of reasons this could have happened to the cow, but the most likely reason is she's had some sort of accident. Even bashing her foot off something hard like concrete walls or concrete steps or anything that's hard could have caused an abscess to form in behind the hoof wall because it doesn't flex at all, so any bruising there can and does usually cause an abscess, which bursts out in the white line in the way this has. Luckily for her though, we've got it fairly early and this should make a big difference straight away. It's most likely within the first couple of steps she'll actually notice a difference and it won't be as sore almost immediately. Anyway, I need to trim her other 4 feet. No I don't. I need to trim her other 3 feet before letting her out. So you guys who watch regularly know that NordVPN support this channel and make all of these videos possible, or at least they definitely help to. So support me, support yourselves, and make yourself completely internet safe by visiting nordvpn.com/hoofgp for an awesome discount off a 2-year plan. NordVPN is a virtual private network that gives you security over your details on the internet. It means you can have a virtual private network, and that means that basically nobody can track what you're doing, nobody can trace it, nobody can steal your information, but more importantly for me, it can mean you're anywhere in the world. So you will get more video content from the likes of Netflix or Amazon or wherever it is in the world you're not, because you can pretend you're there by selecting that country. So do yourself a favour and keep yourself as safe as you possibly can on the internet. After this video, go to nordvpn.com/hoofgp. Check it out, see what they do, look at the awesome discount that you guys will get, and make sure you're completely secure on the internet. It's getting more and more important every day for our credentials to be kept as safely as possible, and that is exactly what Nord can do for you. Back to the video though.
Now my wheels in motion and my windows open with the wind blowing in my hair. I'm driving down the highway, gonna do this my way. I can feel it in the air. Here I go.
Let's see how she walks. Go on. See what I said about her throwing her head up to alleviate the pain? Well, she's not doing it anymore, is she? And that makes me a happy bunny. Let's crack on and get the rest done.
You take my love for granted. Say a bunch of stuff you never mean, yeah. I think I need a minute to figure out my limits. You cross them more than once, yeah. You take my love for granted. We keep on talking from body to body, yeah.
And with that, we are finished for today. We've climbed just under 40 in 2.5 hours, so it's been nice and easy going for us. I'm just back in with these cows to see how our friend from earlier is walking now after a couple of hours rest. If I can find her. Aha, there you are. Sorry love, I don't want to get you up, but can you please stand up so that we can see how you're walking? She looks reluctant. Come on. Come on. Up you get. That's a girl. That's a girl. On you go. Sorry we caught her at a bad time. Well, she is definitely walking far better than she was just a couple of hours ago. And that is why I love my job so much. We're going to check back in on this cow in about a week's time after we take the bandage off, just to see how it really is healing up, because the block is kind of falsifying things in a way. It's making her much more comfortable, but the lesion clearly hasn't healed, and that is the end result we're aiming for. We're aiming for her to have no block, no bandage, and walking perfectly. So hopefully in a week or so's time, we'll find out whether or not we've reached that goal. Thanks for watching. If you've made it this far, guys, I am visiting this cow again next week to find out exactly how she is. So if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you do now.